Hello everyone, this is Nether Trey and welcome back to episode 3 of Nether Trey's Let's Play Modded Minecraft. Today I want to work on getting some more resources coming in. I do want to work on some mods to get power going and some ore doubling, but you need resources to do that. So I'm looking for my sand. I was pretty sure I grabbed a bunch of sand at the river, but now I'm not seeing it. Did I throw it in the chest up here maybe? I want to jump into Cobble Galore, I think is the name of the mod. Basically just makes easy cobble generators. Because with that, we should... Yeah, there's some sand. With that, we should be able to make some obsidian. I don't want to make a diamond pickaxe if I don't need to, even though I'll probably need one anyway. But I don't have to quite yet. So if I take the sand... and we do like 8 pieces of sand. Sure, why not? Also gonna dump some of this stuff. I'm gonna keep the 6. I'm gonna use diamonds. Well, I guess I'm using diamonds either way. I could just make like a gold or an iron block generator, but I'm gonna need these block generators in the future anyway. So I might as well just go ahead and make the diamond one. I think it's something like this. Yeah, there we go. So we got a diamond block generator. The way these work is if you have a block underneath it and then resources on the side of it. So if I want obsidian, for example, I'm gonna need water on one side of it, lava on the other, and a piece of obsidian underneath it. It will also consume the lava block, so I will have to keep refilling it until I have an automated way to do it. I could also use a tank. How are the tanks from... Oh, they're not bad actually for mechanism. So if I have 4 pieces of iron, I want to use these pieces of iron to repair this. But let's get a little bit more going. Didn't actually need this much glass, but that's fine. So I think it said I needed 4, and I have just enough tiny coal for that. Well, that's going. I also wouldn't mind... I guess I have buckets. Yeah, I have buckets. Let's do it this way. So if I go in here, let's just make a little infinite supply of water right here. Where's my other one? I am going to need a bucket of water. Oh, that's cool. This biome makes the water blue. That looks so nice, like teal. All right, how's my iron coming on? I'm going to need some redstone. One more. There we go. So if I take this guy... Now, I haven't used this much. I know it has different modes. So if we go into the controls and we do keybinds and we do mechanism, there's probably a lot of these. So is there anything for the portable tank? I wonder if it's chest switch mode. If I do, I don't know, H. Nope, that's not it. Options. Item switch mode, maybe? Let's try that. Yep, that did work, even though it opened up some other stuff as well. Let's turn off... Let's see, keybinds. If I do key N... And then it looked like it did something with the map as well, like the waypoints. I don't need that. Waypoint manager? Yeah, let's get rid of that. Alright, so now when I press N, it just switches bucket mode, and with bucket mode, I should be able to just... And now own this item. Nice. Pick that up. And then if I go like this, I don't necessarily want to turn all this lava into obsidian, so can I like do a quick and dirty wall here just to keep the water from going in there? We'll put the lava in here. How do you do this? Bucket mode off? Nope. Is it shift click? Yeah, there we go. All right, and then we'll just boop boop. Now that we have our obsidian there, we'll put a diamond block generator on top. We are also going to need some lava. This can go away now. We're gonna need some stuff here. Let's pick this up, stick it here, I guess. And then we need some water here, and yay, obsidian. It will auto output this to the top face, so let's get us some light here. I think I'm gonna use a storage drawer. Just a basic one. So this guy, we need a chest. Do we still have wood? Yep. We stick this on top of here, that should auto output. Yeah, so now we got obsidian coming into this drawer. Like I said, we are gonna need to, I wonder if, so if I fill this tank up and then I put the tank in there, will it continually use from the oh, it did. Oh yeah, it immediately turned it all into obsidian. Cool. Okay, so we've got 10 obsidian just like that, which is awesome. Also going to take this flint. Do we have another piece of iron? No. If you can't tell already, we're taking a quick jump into the Nether. What's our armor look like? We do not have very good protection. Can I sleep to get rid of this storm? I should probably turn the sound effects down. Okay, so storm should be gone now. Where is my iron? I'm gonna do this. Take the flint and steel. I have a bunch of stuff on me that I don't need anymore. I have been digging, as you can see, this the cut and paste gadget made quick work out of like trimming this place down. We do have a hallway back here. We're gonna put rooms along the sides here. This is gonna be our main room for applied energistics. We're gonna have our whole setup for applied energistics in there, and it goes the whole way around to over there. I haven't decided, I mean, I haven't decided exactly what block I want to use to fill in all these frame blocks yet, but we'll get to that. So now that we have all that, do I have food? Also, I don't really, I guess we can put the stuff in the backpack. I would like to upgrade the backpack, but I'm running a little bit low on iron, which is kind of why we're going to the Nether. So, put this in here. We don't need this with the pocket generator, and the cut paste gadget can go in there. We don't really need this mineral stuff. Should I just do another chest down here? What do I do with my wood? I put it in here. And then we go like this, get rid of all this stuff that we don't need that's not ores. The buckets can go in here along with the wood. We'll keep the rest. Cool. All right, so down into the mine we go. Every time I use that, I bump my head. I don't know why. Maybe I should take the ceiling up one more. Anyway, there is lava above me here, so I don't know that I want. I usually put my Nether portal like right here next to the entrance. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go like this. Like this. Is there lava up here? Oh, it might be good. All right. Yay. Also, do I have... You know what else I wanted to make was a crafting upgrade for the backpack, which actually looks super cheap except for the 2 iron. Yeah, we'll do that when we come back. I did want to do stairs here, but I won't worry about that for now. We'll go like this. Oop. And pop. Cool. So let's just jump in here real quick. Let's eat something so that we're prepared. Knowing my luck, we'll probably pop out into like a big open area with gas all around us. I've got 1,000 cobblestone in construction mode ready to block us off. Here we go. Basalt Delta, not my favorite biome to start in. So that's cool. Looks like we do have lots of lava that way. Should I start closing this up? Oops. We'll take some of that. Let's see, can't break that. Do we want to just like make a quick and dirty shelter here? Just so we don't get gas fireballs in our face. Really what I want here is iron and redstone. I am in desperate need of iron and redstone. Let's see. I could get just like a little tunnel that goes underground where I'm protected. That would be awesome. There's so much iron around, like you can see it everywhere. There's a little bit right here already. Yeah, there we go. Oh, look at that. So I'm gonna root around here a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can find a bunch of resources. If I find anything interesting, I will come back. Can but like I said, I'm mostly just looking for iron and redstone. And I'm mostly just going to be digging a tunnel through here. Yeah, so I'll come back. So it looks like we found our way into the normal nether biome, the nether wastes. Somebody's got a backpack. Ah. Gonna try. I don't know if they get mad in this pack when I break these. Do I want to find out? Not really at the moment. Whoa, what is that? Is that another fortress? No, it's a bastion, I think. Pretty cool looking bastion though. That's a lot of gold. I would like to get that. Let's see if we can break into here. Are these guys hostile? Oh yeah, they are hostile already. It's just the zombies that aren't. What else can we find here? We did find a little bit of iron so far. I'm just hesitant to like break all this iron with all these zombie pigmen around because I'm pretty sure they will attack when I do that. Oh, there's some redstone. Okay, should we test it? What is this? Prosperity ore. We might even get into mystical agriculture to get iron going. So just in case, I want to. So down there is my escape if they do attack me. You coming? Doesn't look like it. Maybe I wasn't close enough? What if I do it here? Oh yeah, he didn't like that. And yeah, they didn't like that. So I guess I'm gonna kill these guys if I can. Run. All right, run. Ah, figured that would happen. Well, I'm gonna run back and get my stuff, and I think we're gonna talk about making better armor. So I went back to the Nether, I got my stuff. I am running into a little bit of an inventory problem, so I think what I'm gonna do before we continue there is work on upgrading our dank to the next level, and in order to do that we're gonna need gold blocks, which is what I just saw in the Nether. So what I think we're gonna do is, first of all, we're gonna craft up the crafting upgrade for the backpack. So that takes 2 iron, a chest, a base upgrade, which is 4 more iron, so 6 iron. Using a lot of iron again. Luckily we have all that iron in the Nether to work with. Yeah, so let's get rid of some of this other stuff. I wish basalt worked as cobblestone for repairing tools, because that would be really nice. Having all this basalt would be nice in the Nether, because the hammer breaks a lot. But we'll take all this stuff, we'll save it in here. So in order to make this upgrade, we need trying to see if there's a way to do it without using as much iron. This is the same upgrade, right? Because I don't really want to use that 4 iron if I don't have to. Crafting upgrade, crafting upgrade. I assume you do need both, because one is for the chests and one is for the backpack. So I think you need, or maybe you can just convert one to the other. What's the one for the backpack? So this is the one for the backpack. That needs a crafting upgrade, a leather, and 4 string. In order to make that, you need this. So we are gonna need a crafting table. An upgrade base does require the 4 iron anyway, and some string. So, did I bring my string down? Of course not. Oh, sleepy time. So I'm going to run up and grab my string and get this backpack upgrade going. So I didn't have a lot of string left, but I do have a whole bunch of cotton, which we can turn into tons of string. So now we're good on string. I do need the crafting upgrade, which means we need this guy, which means we need more wood. Crafting upgrade. This guy. Okay. And then we need a chest. This guy's what we're working on. Alright, so we got the base crafting upgrade. And then in order to get the backpack one, we need a piece of leather and 4 string. Should have grabbed leather while I was up there too. Do we have? Yeah, we got one of these guys. Well, we should be good to rock now. Alright, so that goes right here in the backpack. And now we have a crafting table built into our backpack, so I don't have to carry these crafting tables around with me anymore. I will? Ah, no, I won't. I'll throw them in here. I grabbed waystone so that we can stick one in the Nether. It would be nice if we could find a fortress also. But back to the Nether we go. Because I want to grab those gold blocks and upgrade my dank. Also, that's where I died. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Which mod was that from? This one. So we'll delete that guy. Cool. Alright, so I came around this corner. And then straight ahead up here should be... Oh, this way. Yeah, basically straight ahead. That's where I saw those gold blocks. We're going to go out there and collect those. See if we can't get enough to make our upgrade for our dank. This is a little bit scary. Watch, this is when we find our first ghast. Don't even think about it. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Well, those are the brakes. Well, I don't know why, but the pigmen seem to be very unhappy with me, even though I haven't broken any ores since I died. But, I guess if they want to go down there, they can. Now the question is, how do I get down to my stuff? And then once I do get down to my stuff, how do I get my stuff? Achievement. These are the blocks I wanted to get to, and there are plenty of blocks there to get my dank null upgrade, but I don't have a pickaxe, I don't have my stuff. Let me figure this out and I'll come back. Okay, so I was able to tunnel my way all the way down into here. I know there's a bunch more pigmen around, so I kind of want to see if I can sneak over here to my body and grab it. Wow, okay. This could be interesting. Just need to get far enough that I can right click it, take all my stuff, and run for the hills. Okay, I also need to get back up there and get those gold blocks. So at this point, I should be able to go back through here. Also, I want to block this back up. Cool. All right, let's try this again. Are you guys still mad at me when you see me? Looks like no for some reason, but I'm not sure why, because I just killed so many of them. Okay. But now I want to block this off so they don't come at me from behind again. Take my stone. Now I'm full again. I don't want this. This goes in the backpack. This can go way down there. Next question is, if I break these iron or these gold blocks, are they going to get mad? Are you going to get mad at me when I break this? Well, I've got an idea. Rather than just test it, let's fill in all this also, because I can see myself falling down there. So, when I break this, are you going to get mad? No, it's not an ore, so I guess it doesn't count. Cool. Awesome. Perfect. So now I can upgrade my dank. As a matter of fact, this is a great opportunity, although I probably shouldn't be hanging out here. But, dank 3. So now I can hold 4,096 of each item and got a whole nother row for nether items. Basalt, blackstone. Cool. So now I can get back to doing what I was doing, not getting myself... Uh-oh, there's that. Alright. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, so lucky. Come on. Get out of here. Whew. Okay. Oh, that guy was trying to shoot me too. So, I guess we're not really ready for the nether yet. We did get a bunch of gold. We did get a bunch of iron. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to start strip mining through these walls, see if I can get any iron that way, and I'll be back. Alright, so I'm having a bit of a trouble in the nether, so I think what would really help me a lot is if I could fly, or if I could like jump around more. I think in order to get the blaze jet wand from Just Dire Things, yeah, we need blaze gold for that, and for blaze gold we need blaze bloom goo upgrade, which means we need the blaze powder and the nether wart, which means we need to find a fortress. So I think that's the next step. I think I might make a wooden jetpack just so that I can fly a little bit and I don't have the problems of falling into the water all the time. Can I make this? I need some iron nuggets, some leather. I need a whole bunch of iron and redstone. So I think I'm going to smelt up a bunch of redstone and see if we can get this going. Or a bunch of iron, I mean. Let's see if we can get this going. We're also going to need a bunch of redstone. We're going to need some leather. I know I had some zombie flesh because I just fought like a ton of zombies. Can I make another one of these guys? Sure. So one of these with a bunch of those will get us our leather. What else do we need for this? Basically, for now, I think we're waiting on iron. Well, let's make the wooden capacitor. So we need 3 of these. Oh, that's a lot of iron. Okay. Do have more iron. We should make an iron furnace at some point too, but yeah. Right, there's those. Which means we should be able to make those if we have some iron nuggets. So we got the strap. In order to make this battery box, we need 3 batteries, which means we need 3 of these guys, which means we need 12 iron. In the meantime, so that should get us two of these. Keep smelting the iron. If we need to, we can always go back to the nether and get more. Gotta turn those sound effects down. The weather. That did not sound like it helped. Oops. Environment, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so that should be our last one of these. or sorry, our last one of these. You need sticks. That should get us this. And then we need 2 of these, which means we're gonna need 2 more batteries plus 6 of these is 8. 8 of these guys plus a furnace. Which means more iron, more iron, more iron. After that, we should be able to upgrade to the stone version, but that's going to take a ton more iron. So we're just going to stick with the wooden one for a minute. Need 2 more batteries. Okay. And did we get 2 furnaces? No, we need 2 furnaces because we need 1 for each jet. Oops. This one. So now we should just need 6 of these, and that's 24 iron. Yeah, we got plenty cooking up now. So now we should have the iron that we need. Where were we? We needed 6 of these, but I think we ran out of sticks. There we go, and that should get us 2 of these, which should get us our jetpack. Now, in order to use this jetpack, we're also going to need power, and like I said last time, I want to use lava, since we have some here in the base, because we got to get rid of it anyway. So if we look at magmatic generators, we have 2 options. We have the ones from Generators Galore, and we have the ones from Powah. And I have not played much with Powah in the past, so I think I would like to get into that. So let's see what it takes to make this Magmator starter. It looks like we're going to need some dielectric paste, which means we need a lava bucket and some clay. Do I have my buckets? Yes, I do. Alright, so let's get some lava. I know we have clay because we got a ton of it when we went to the river. Go to sleep. But I think I left it in the chest upstairs. Every once in a while I come up here and I harvest from our garden as well. So we got a bunch of seeds and carrots and all kinds of stuff up here. Let's see, let's take 2 stacks of clay, why not? Let's bring our sand with us. I don't think we're gonna need anything else right now. I'm gonna keep bringing the cotton. Okay, so now that we've got that, we can make dielectric paste. And with the dielectric paste, can we make this dielectric casing? We are gonna need some iron. We're also gonna need some of this, and we're gonna need some of this, which means we do need more iron. Let's see what we can get away with what we have. Do some iron there. While that's cooking up, I think I'm gonna go see if I can snag a little bit more iron. I did put one of these in the Nether. Cool. I also do need to claim the chunks around my base. One, so the creepers stop blowing me up, or blowing up my landscape, but also so that my machines run while I'm in the Nether or doing other things. So there I've just claimed those chunks. I'm also going to shift and click all these so that they're force loaded. Probably don't need that many right now, but just in case. Okay, how are we looking on this? I know we need these. In order to make these. Need a little bit more iron for that. We also need 2 of these, which I believe is just like this. So we need some more iron. Take that. That'll get us one of these guys. Then we just need 2 tiny basic capacitors, which comes from one of these, which means we need a redstone block and 4 iron redstone blocks. Super easy. And then more iron. Just 2 more iron and we'll be good. We can put this in here, this in here. One more. Okay, that'll get us our 2. Then we should be able to make magmator starter. What does it take to get to the basic one? You need the starter, and then you need lots more iron, another dielectric casing, 2 basic capacitors, which we've already got here. This one will produce 80 FE per tick. That would be much better. I think I do want to go for this one. Let's make sure this iron keeps on cooking. So in order to do that, the basic, we're going to need another dielectric casing. Do these just keep upgrading from the previous one? Basic, yeah. Blazing comes from the next one, yeah. So we do need to make each tier. So let's get 2 more of these. That'll get us one of these. And then we need 5 iron, which we are currently cooking up. Okay, so that will get us our basic magmator. I believe the next one, the hard one, requires energized steel, yeah, which is going to require some power. It's also going to, yeah, require a bunch of stuff. So now that we have that, we can create power. We are going to need somewhere to store it. So Powah also has the ability to do that. So a starter energy cell can hold 1,000,000 FE, which is not bad. In order to get to the basic one, we are going to need 2 starters, or we can just go straight to it like this. We might do this if we have enough iron. So this one holds 4 million. We do need 4 basic capacitors, which we only have 1 right now. Let's get our iron out of here. We are going to need more iron, I believe. So if we do basic energy cell, we're going to need this, which we're completely out of those things. Which means we need to make a bunch of these and 2 of those. Gets us one of those. And then we need more of these, which means another. We're almost out of redstone too, which is a problem. Don't know if we're going to be able to make this one because we need. Yep, we're going to need more iron. So I'm going back to the Nether. I am going to drop some stuff off here and go get some more iron, and then I'll be back to finish making that power cell. Just found my first ancient debris. I'm not even that deep. I'm only at what, Y level 62? I didn't even know you could find it up this high. I can't even mine that yet. So I hear blazes and I see weather skeletons on the mini map, which tells me we've got another fortress here above our heads. Not sure if I want to go out there yet. I have been doing a bunch of mining, got a whole bunch of iron. I haven't found any redstone, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, so I might have to go back to the overworld for redstone unless I want to brave the surface. But yeah, I'm going to keep mining for a little bit and I'll be back. Alright, it looks like I did hit another fortress even while underground. I hear a whole bunch of pigmen up there. What I might do is something like this. Well, actually, We back up here a little bit. And then... Also, my Paxel is about to break. But if I do that, and then... And now my Paxel broke. So, I think... I'm afraid that I'm gonna break this and just get showered with pigmen. Like that. Alright, we're gonna run. Whew. I don't think my sword is going to be able to kill all these guys. Yep, there it's gone already. This one's already broken, apparently. Alright, well, I guess we're going home. Alright, so we got a little more iron now to work with. Can we make our basic energy cell? So we got this, we need 3 more iron, which we should have here. And now the next question is, can we use basic energy cells to go up to hardened? Yes, you actually have to have 2 basics to go up to hardened. So that's cool. So now that we have that, are there cables in Powah? I mean, I know there are, but... So basic energy cables look like they're not too bad to make. What do we need to make these? Just a couple of these now? And a little bit more of this, which means we need some more lava. Where do my buckets go? There's a bucket. Okay. So... basic energy cables. Needs these, which needs these, which needs these, which needs clay. Alright, we got a bunch more of that stuff now. Basic energy cables. Get a bunch of these. Cool. So, now that we've got our energy cell, our generator, and some cables, we can put it down somewhere. I'm thinking for now, we're just going to put it here, and then we can put our energy cell right next to it. I believe it will probably input from the side. Yeah, and then let's get a bucket and see if we can fill this guy. Looks like yes. Are you making power? It is chewing through the lava pretty quickly. So let's put some more in here. Cool. So we are starting to store up some power. The next thing I want to do is get some machines going with this power. I also want to charge that jetpack. Yeah, so let's get ready to do what we need to do Ender IO. Let's dump off some of this stuff. We're definitely going to need flint and steel. We're going to need some more redstone. So we might as well get that while we're down there. So we've got the iron. We need a little bit of flint. Actually, I have a flint and steel, don't I? Yeah, I do. I mean, for Ender IO, you're going to go through a lot of flint and steel, so it doesn't hurt to make a second one. Then we're going to go down to our mine where the bedrock is. And then to get started in Ender IO, you're going to need grains of infinity, which you get by lighting either bedrock or deep slate on fire. Bedrock is more efficient. After the fire goes out naturally, you're going to hear a popping sound. and it's going to pop out some grains of infinity, and we're going to need those to make our first couple machines. I hear the popping. Oh, there it is. Grains of infinity. So I'm going to get some of these. There's also this suspicious seed, which is part of Ender IO. I don't really know what those are for. I don't remember having to use them. They don't have a texture, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, I'm going to collect a whole bunch of these grains of infinity, and then I'll be back. All right, guys, so we're actually about out of time for the day. The one last thing that I do want to test out before we go is this in bucket mode? It is now. If I take this tank and I fill it up with lava, and I take it out of bucket mode and I put it here, will it keep this full? Looks like no. What if I take this tank and put it here? Then will it keep this full? No. Is there, I know there's a wrench called a configurator, I think, for mechanism. What does that take to make it? It takes a piece of steel, which you can do this way. 2 iron and 2 coal. All right, so that'll get us 1 piece of steel, and then ooh, Industrial Revolution. We do have this backpack, crafting table. Where did the configurator go? Here. Oh, we also need a piece of osmium, which I know we have osmium. I know I found it. So there's osmium. I don't have any tiny coal, but I do have 2 sticks. So smelt that up real quick. I just want to test this quick before we go, because I'm going to run some cables through here, from there through here to put our machines are going to go here where these white blocks are for now. I am going to close this back up if I can find my dank. Make sure that's in the right mode, and then switch it to that. Okay. Cool. So our first machine's going to go there. Are going to grab our osmium out of here. Make our configurator really quick. Yay. Then if I go like this. Oh, yep. So that switched its mode and made it so that it dumps in there. Cool. So now all we should have to do is take this tank, which I believe is still in bucket mode. Double check. Nope, now it's in bucket mode. We can just keep scooping up this lava. And then I wonder if we can stick it here. So we take it out of bucket mode, put it here. Looks like that's not working. If I go like that. No, looks like it has to be on top. So let's take this. It must dump down below it. Now it's dumping it. Cool. So we'll let that power build up. We'll get ready to make our machines next time. I do have the grains of infinity, so we can get started in Ender IO. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Hope you'll be here for the next one, and have a good one.